What's up, guys? First video in over a week. Had been recovering from hernia surgery, so been heavily medicated all week, but I am back feeling better. Mind feels a little bit sharper and ready for the trading week. Making a short video here on the space economy and 3 stocks that I am invested in. A lot of upside in the space economy. I'm very bullish on it long term. There's several economic reasons, but two of the main reasons is it is a viable solution for a data center build out and also mining in space, whether it's the moon, asteroids, other planets, whatever Elon has up his sleeves. So very, very bullish the space economy. And I think long term it's going much higher. But in the short term, I see some pretty significant downside potentially. So let's look at it. The 3 stocks that I am looking at are going to be Rocket Lab, AST SpaceMobile, and Intuitive Machines. First one I'll look at here is Rocket Lab. So Rocket Lab, and all these charts look pretty similar. Rocket Lab and AST SpaceMobile look nearly identical. But here is the bull trend that we are in. See this ascending channel? This is a certified bull market for Rocket Lab long term. Short term, nothing goes up in a straight line, as you can see. We're chopping up and down, but we're long term making higher highs and higher lows. So a couple weeks ago, we did touch this line. And then we got rejected, could not break the upper trend line of the ascending channel, and we've chopped all the way down. And it looked like maybe we were forming a falling wedge. We had a really strong move off of support here at $65. And these 2 really nice green candlesticks, and again, looked like it was going to break through this little falling wedge trend line. And if it did, that would have been bullish. However, on Friday, we got smacked pretty hard with the rest of the sector. And now it looks like we're going to go back to the $65 trend line here. And that is support. But if we do break this support line, we're going back down to this trend line, which it did back in October and went all the way down here. Bounce back up. So I think most likely here $65. If we get a close below $65, I think we're going back to this lower trend line here, and it's going to, I think, remain in its ascending channel. If it does get here, then I think that is a huge buying opportunity for Rocket Lab. So that's Rocket Lab. Would not touch it. And if you're a swing trader, you might want to take profits and then re-enter around here. If you just want to hold on for the long term, just don't do anything and add to your position around here. So that's Rocket Lab. Here's AST SpaceMobile. Again, I'm very bullish on this company long term, just like Rocket Lab. Here's Rocket Lab, AST. We have a secular bull market that we are in. It is a uptrend here. And it, like Rocket Lab in October, it hit its upper trend line, and then it retraced all the way to the lower. Didn't quite hit it, but got pretty close to its lower trend line, and then it's been on a nice run since. So a couple weeks ago, or end of January, we were trying pretty damn hard to break through here, and it looked like it might a couple times, but ultimately got sucked back into its ascending channel here, and it's all the way back down to $80. So just this month, we're looking at a 50% drawdown in AST SpaceMobile. Yikes. I do own this one. My cost per share is around $75, I think. So I haven't decided what I'm personally going to do. I'm going to see if this, I know for a fact I'm going to buy more when it gets down here. And I think it is eventually going to go down there. It's just a matter of, do I sell what I have now and then re-enter around here, which I think I'm leaning towards doing that. But I'm still up, like, again, 5 or 6%. Was up a lot more. Should have taken some profits up here and didn't. But I think we will have now a better opportunity to cost average in. So AST SpaceMobile, you have to hold this 100-day moving average. If we get a close below the 100-day moving average, look out, we're going back down to $60. So actually, slight correction. We were at about, so if we were at about 120, that's a 30%, 33% drawdown to $80, not a 50%. But once we get down to this $60 range, that will almost be a 50% drawdown. And at that point, I would back up the Brinks truck, and I do plan on buying once it gets down to this level. LUNR is another one that I've actually been invested in this stock for over a year. I have some long-term positions and some short-term positions. So this one, though, not as clean of a chart as Rocket Lab and AST, but you can see that we are in a bull market. We are, over time, making higher lows. So here we have support right at this red line that I drew. But, I mean, if it does get down here, I personally do think the odds that it breaks here eventually and goes back down to this trend line are more likely that it will than it won't. So, I mean, it looks very similar to what we did back in January of 2025. So actually, almost exactly a year ago, it did the same thing. And now, once it got back down here, it broke through and then, chopped sideways to up all of last year. So, I think these stocks are very volatile. They're small caps. It's an emerging economy. And this is the price you pay to make money on these stocks. If you want to own these stocks long term, you have to be prepared for the volatility. So, you could trade this. You could just put the money in it, let it sit, and then add in when it's down here, and just know that eventually it is going to go up. But that's kind of what you're going to get with these stocks. So I am very bullish these three stocks long term, but right now I think most likely we're going to see some downside in these three stocks and some pretty significant downside. So keep an eye on them. That's all I have for those three stocks. I'm going to do some more videos here and post today. Next video on crypto I'm going to post here in the very near term as well. So appreciate it, and thanks for listening.